an eye on a couple of stocks in the broader markets as well. Genus Power, in the last few minutes, we've seen a big surge out there. I think there is some renewed talk about smart meters, and the tendering has been picking up pace as well. So Genus Power has spiked up as we speak. Ami Organics, that's the other one that, from the lows of the day, have seen a bit of a recovery. It's up only around 1%, but from the lows of the day, there's been a bit of an uptake on that one. But let's talk about a couple of stocks that are not doing so well. To help us out with an analysis, we have Hemang Jani, retail equity strategist at Motilal Oswal Financial Services, who joins us. Hi, Hemang. Good afternoon. Always good speaking to you. Well, Hemang, one of the stocks that are losing out today is Godrej Properties. It's down close to 3.5% odd. What's your view on the real estate basket? And from the listed, entities, how would you play it? Would you play the core real estate names, the finance companies, or the ancillaries?
Good afternoon, Nigel. I think there is some sort of an underperformance across some of the real estate names in the last 2 months. And our take is that we've been meeting a lot of real estate companies. Recently, we participated in an event in NCR, and before that, we had a detailed discussion with the real estate players in Bangalore. And what is coming out very clearly is that the overall growth numbers, so the traction is pretty much intact despite the interest rate hike that we've seen, particularly on the retail side. Though on the corporate side the traction is not that much, so there might be some sort of a profit booking because of the some projects not getting the right kind of response. But overall we continue to have a positive bias on the real estate names, particularly Mumbai based companies like Lodha. We have positive bias also. Bangalore-based companies like Brigade and Prestige is something where we have our preference.
Hemang, afternoon. Rima here. Indian Hotels, the company which owns all the hotels under the brand name of Taj, it's a Tata Group company. Now, Puneet Chhatwal has always been saying that the best is yet to come. He's been talking about how occupancies have been rising in the month of November as well as December, and things are looking up. Your thoughts on Indian Hotels?
So Rima, Indian Hotel, the core business is doing pretty well. And what is more encouraging is that there is a rapid scaling up in the margin accretive new businesses, be it the Emma Stays, the Cumin, the Chambers, and the management contracts are expected to scale up rapidly, and which will basically mean that it will contribute more than 26% of the operating profits by FY25. So, a combination of these developments is, driving the positive sentiment across the hotels, particularly Indian Hotel, which is the major, play as far as hospitality is concerned. So we have come out with an update today, and we are looking at a price target of about 90 rupees, which means about 19-20% kind of an upside.
Okay, let's see where is their relative strength, right? In a down market, you want to be with the stocks which are doing well. The fact is there are these fertilizer companies, NFL, FACT, the IRFC, RVNL, Madras Fertilizer. The question is, do you want to be in these names? Because the action is really, has been shifting lower and lower. You want to call it the quality curve or whatever, but the fact is it's been, you can call it broad basing, everything slowly starting to participate eventually, but I don't know whether that is also such a desirable thing. Any thoughts, Hemang, in terms of stocks which are moving, which are doing well, and anything you like in this space? The names that I mentioned.
So, Prashant, when we have an event like budget, and when you see some revival in the broader markets, people tend to get excited for the sectors like fertilizers and, this power related stocks, housing finance. So I think fertilizer, the performances have not been great, and we do not seem to get any good clarity in terms of, the subsidy related soaps that the government typically gives. So not too comfortable getting into those companies just to play for budget. I think we would stick to our core likings, be it in the banking, financial services space, or to some extent auto, where we had seen some sort of a pickup. In the mid cap space, we prefer some of the QSR hotel plays. So we would stick to that rather than getting into the broader market at this point.
Okay, all right. Well, just, hold on. I think on the PIB India Twitter handle, we are seeing that the National Land Monetization Corporation has approved an SPV for undertaking surplus land monetization to generate substantial revenues by monetizing the unused and the underused non-core assets. I think a few companies that have some land bank, from the names that I know, it's MTNL, you have SCI as well as Hemisphere Property. So maybe in fact some direction in that manner. So keep an eye out on a couple of these stocks. For the time being, we'll slip into a short break. You come back, we'll continue our focus on markets. Jay Bala will be joining in to help us analyze the technicals.